This is Renata. I'm just doing a quick video showing the AOD 48 simple reference guide. So if you don't have the Trend Energy cards already, you can get those at stand.store/life manifestations, or if you're on the Life Manifestation School community, you can get those for free in the Life Manifestation School community. There's a pinned post. Until the end of June, you can also download a cheat card there that's set up for all the school community members, and use that to go along with like the different experiments and setups that I've been doing videos on. But this is a reference guide that I created for the AOD 48. So we're just going to look through each one, and each page has possible uses, an affirmation, and possible ways to use it. So gain favors, the possible uses: support intentions for kindness, goodwill, and a warmer reception from others. Use when asking for help, cooperation, or a more welcoming response. Helpful for networking, introductions, and smoothing social interactions. Affirmation: I naturally attract goodwill, support, and favorable responses. Possible ways to use it: place it near your cheat card before a conversation or request. Add it to a vision board focused on support, contacts, or opportunity. Read the affirmation before emails, meetings, or outreach. That's to gain favors. Friendship. Focus on attracting sincere friendships and mutual support. Used to strengthen existing bonds with warmth and understanding. Helpful for building community and positive social connection. Affirmation: I welcome loyal, uplifting, and harmonious friendships into my life. Possible ways to use it: use during journaling about friendships you want to cultivate. Place with a cheat card when setting an intention for companionship. Keep it near your workspace or a social planner as a reminder of connection. Charisma. Support confidence, magnetism, and a more compelling presence. Useful for speaking, presenting, dating, or public-facing situations. Helps align your energy with visibility and natural self-expression. Affirmation: my presence is confident, authentic, and naturally magnetic. Possible ways to use it: read the affirmation before recording a video or entering a room. Use with a photo of yourself in a confidence-focused setup. Place near a mirror while practicing posture, voice, or affirmations. Excellent teamwork. Possible uses: set intentions for cooperation, unity, and productive collaboration. Helpful for work groups, partnerships, and family projects. Supports smoother communication and shared purpose. Affirmation: I contribute to teams that are cooperative, effective, and aligned. Possible ways to use it: use before group projects, meetings, or collaborative work. Place with the names or photos of team members in a positive intention setup. Add to a workspace where teamwork and coordination matter. Self-confidence. Support self-trust, and courage, and healthy self-worth. Use when stepping into something new or overcoming hesitation. Helpful for interviews, dating, creative work, or leadership. Affirmation: I trust myself, value myself, and move forward with confidence. Possible ways to use it: read aloud each morning as part of your daily routine. Place near a mirror or journal devoted to confidence building. Use with a cheat card when preparing for an important event. Find a good job. Possible manifestation uses: focus on attracting a work opportunity that fits your needs and values. Helpful for employment searches, interviews, and career transitions. Supports clarity, momentum, and receptivity to opportunity. Affirmation: I'm guided to the right job with the right conditions at the right time. Possible ways to use it: use while refining your resume or applying for roles. Place next to your job search notes or printed resume. Read the affirmation before interviews or follow-up messages. Positive outcome. Possible manifestation uses: set the tone for favorable resolution in uncertain situations. Helpful when you want the highest good to unfold. Supports trust, steadiness, and constructive momentum. I align with a positive outcome that serves my highest good. Use before difficult conversations or waiting periods. Place with a written intention, describing the situation briefly. Keep it visible while releasing attachment and staying centered. Balance, harmony. Possible uses: support inner balance, emotional steadiness, and peaceful flow. Helpful for relationships, home life, and personal routines. Use when life feels scattered or tense and you want alignment. Affirmation: balance and harmony flow through my mind, relationships, and environment. Possible ways to use it: place in a meditation or self-care space. Use with a vision board focused on peaceful living. Read the affirmation when resetting after a stressful day. Stress reduction. Support calm release and a gentler inner state. Helpful during busy periods or emotional overload. Used to anchor peace before sleep, meditation, or decision making. I release tension and return to calm, clarity, and ease. Used during breathing practice or a quiet time. Placed by your bed, journal, or relaxation space. Read the affirmation whenever stress begins to build. Energy. Support vitality, motivation, and forward movement. Helpful when you want a cleaner sense of drive and momentum. Used for productive days, creative work, or general activation. Fresh energy flows through me, and I move through my day with strength. Possible ways to use it. Read the affirmation at the start of the day. Use with a morning routine, planner, or workspace setup. Place near a cheat card when setting a momentum-focused intention. Overcome fatigue. Support renewal when you feel drained or sluggish. Help for restoring drive and a sense of inner reserve. Use when you want steadier motivation and stamina. I am refreshed, restored, and supported with renewed strength. Use alongside rest, hydration, and supportive daily habits. Place near your bed or quiet recharge space. Read the affirmation during afternoon or evening reset time. Vitality. Possible uses. Support a lively, awakened, and energized state of being. Helpful for feeling more engaged with life and daily tasks. Used to amplify enthusiasm, resilience, and spark. Affirmation. Vitality fills my body, mind, and spirit with bright, steady life force. Possible ways to use it. Use in a morning activation practice. Place with health, wellness, or movement-related intentions. Read before exercise, walking, or creative work. Secure success. Possible uses. Set intentions for stable, lasting, and grounded success. Helpful when you want progress with a stronger foundation. Used for business, projects, or long-term goals. Affirmation. My success is stable, secure, and built on strong foundations. Possible ways to use it. Place with written goals, project plans, or milestone list. Used during weekly planning or business review sessions. Read before taking practical steps towards your goals. Optimism. Support hope, positive expectation, and constructive outlook. Helpful when morale is low or doubt is loud. Used to brighten your mindset and widen your sense of possibility. Affirmation. I choose hope and I expect good possibilities to unfold. Possible ways to use it. Read when you notice discouragement or negative spirals. Place in your journal or gratitude practice area. Use with a cheat card while reframing a challenge. Solve problems. Support clarity, resourcefulness, and practical solutions. Helpful when you feel stuck or overwhelmed by a challenge. Used for work issues, personal decisions, or creative blocks. Affirmation. Solutions emerge clearly and I'm guided toward the right next step. Possible ways to use it. Place with notes describing the problem as simply and clearly. Used during brainstorming, journaling, or quiet reflection. Read the affirmation before tackling a difficult task. Gambling. Focus on luck, timing, and wiser decision-making around games of chance. Helpful for cultivating restraint, calm, and considered approach. Used for intention setting around fortunate timing rather than risky excess. Affirmation. To act with clarity, self-control, and openness to favorable timing. Possible ways to use it. Use with moderation and clear limits in mind. Place with a brief intention for wisdom, balance, and good timing. Read the affirmation before any game of chance. Money, success. Support intentions around income, prosperity, and fruitful opportunity. Helpful for business growth, sales, and financial momentum. Used to align with practical abundance and steady gain. Affirmation. I welcome money success through aligned action, value, and opportunity. Possible ways to use it. Place with business goals, offers, or income targets. Use in a prosperity corner, money journal, or planning session. Read before sales work, promotions, or financial planning. A new love. Possible uses. Focus on attracting a fresh, healthy, romantic connection. Helpful for opening the heart after a transition or quiet season. Used to align with mutual respect, chemistry, and emotional readiness. Affirmation. I am open to a loving, healthy, and joyful new connection. Possible ways to use it. Place with a written description of the relationship you desire. Used during self-love journaling or heart-centered meditation. Read the affirmation while releasing old patterns and welcoming new love. Solidify a love. Support loyalty, commitment, and greater emotional stability in love. Helpful for deepening an existing bond with care and intention. Used to strengthen trust, warmth, and mutual understanding. Love between us grows stronger, steadier, and more harmonious each day. Used with the name or photo of your partner in a positive setup. Place where you reflect on relationship intentions and gratitude. Read the affirmation while focusing on cooperation and appreciation. Erotic thoughts. Support attraction, romantic spark, and intimate connection. Helpful for refreshing passion with a consensual loving bond. Used to reconnect with desire in a warm and playful way. I welcome mutual attraction, passion, and joyful intimacy in healthy ways. Use respectfully and with clear ethical intentions. Place in a private journaling or intention setting space. Read the affirmation while focusing on warmth, magnetism, and connection. Artistic success. Support creative visibility, recognition, and fruitful artistic work. Helpful for artists, writers, musicians, and makers. Used to align inspiration with follow-through and reception. My creative gifts are expressed fully if received with appreciation. Placed in your studio or near your creative tools. Used while planning launches, shows, or creative projects. Read the affirmation before creating or sharing your work. Overcome worry. Support reassurance, steadiness, and release from looping concern. Helpful when the mind is overactive or uncertain. Used to return to trust in the present moment. I release worry and rest in calm, trust, and clear perspective. Used during evening reflection or before sleep. Place in a journal, prayer, or meditation space. Read the affirmation whenever worry begins to spiral. Calm down emotions. Support emotional regulation, soothing, and balance. Helpful during conflict, grief, frustration, or overstimulation. Use when you want to respond rather than react. My emotions settle gently and I return to calm and inner balance. Used during breathing exercises or quiet contemplation, placed near your bed or in a personal healing space. Read the affirmation before responding to an emotional situation. Physical protection. Set intentions for safety, steadiness, and a sense of protection. Helpful for travel, daily life, and times of uncertainty. Used to strengthen feelings of grounded and secure movement. I move through life protected, grounded, and safely guided. Placed near your front door, car, or travel bag. Used with a brief intention for protection during daily activities. Read the affirmation before leaving home or beginning a trip. Reverse evil. Set intentions to send harmful influence away from your field. Helpful for spiritual clearing, boundary work, and returning to inner strength. Used when you want to reinforce protection and sovereignty. Only energies aligned with my highest good may remain in my space. Use in a clearing ritual or protection-focused meditation. Place near your chi card with an intention for spiritual hygiene. Read the affirmation while visualizing yourself surrounded by white light. Destroy plots and tricks. Support clear perception and freedom from manipulation. Helpful when you feel tangled in confusion, games, or hidden agendas. Used to reinforce discernment and clean boundaries. Deception falls away and truth, clarity, and protection surround me. Placed with a written intention for clarity and honest outcomes. Used before difficult interactions or negotiations. Read the affirmation while centering yourself and releasing fear. Highly tuned instincts. Support intuition, gut knowing, and inner listening. Helpful when choices are subtle and logic alone is not enough. Used to sharpen discernment and intuitive timing. My instincts are clear, accurate, and finely tuned. Used before decision-making, readings, or journaling. Place in your meditation space to support intuitive practice. Read the affirmations before asking for inner guidance. Concentration. Support focus, mental steadiness, and sustained attention. Helpful for study, work, writing, and meditation. Used to reduce distraction and strengthen presence. My mind is focused, clear, and fully present with what matters. Placed near your desk, books, or computer. Used during study sessions or deep work blocks. Read the affirmation before beginning focused task. Creativity. Support original ideas, inspiration, and imaginative flow. Helpful for art, writing, problem solving, and innovation. Use when you want to loosen rigidity and invite new ideas. Creative energy moves through me freely and beautifully. Place in your studio, notebook, or workspace. Use during brainstorming or creative journaling. Read the affirmation before making, writing, or designing. Power of persuasion. Support influence, compelling communication, and conviction. Helpful for sales, presentations, advocacy, and negotiation. Used to strengthen your ability to communicate value clearly. I speak with clarity, confidence, and persuasive power. Used before presentations, content creation, or key conversations. Place with notes for a pitch, proposal, or sales goal. Read the affirmation aloud before speaking or writing. Leave undesirable situation. Support release, exit, and movement away from what no longer fits. Helpful for stagnant environments, draining patterns, or unhealthy dynamics. Use when you are ready for change and a cleaner path forward. I release what is not right for me and move toward healthier conditions. Place with a written intention describing what you're ready to leave. Use during planning or transition and next steps. Read the affirmation while visualizing a clear, open path ahead. Aid meditation. Support deeper stillness, inner quiet, and spiritual receptivity. Helpful for meditation, prayer, contemplation, and breath work. Used to settle the mind and enter sacred space more easily. I enter meditation with ease, peace, and deep inner receptivity. Place in your meditation space or under your chi card. Use before sitting, breathing, or contemplative practice. Read the affirmation softly as you begin your session. Ability to project. Support the clear sending of thought, intention, or prayer. Helpful for manifestation work and focused, energetic direction. Use when you want your intention to feel steady and well aimed. My intention is clear, focused, and projected with strength. Use with a carefully written goal or target statement. Place under or near a chi card during intention work. Read the affirmation while visualizing your intention reaching its aim. Mental healing. Support emotional comfort, clearer thinking, and inner restoration. Helpful for mental reset, self-kindness, and soothing strain. Used to invite peace, balance, and supportive healing intention. My mind is supported with peace, clarity, and gentle restoration. Use alongside supportive self-care and professional care when needed. Place in a quiet reflection space or near a journal. Read the affirmation during restful breathing or meditation. Improve domestic relations. Support peace, cooperation, and a warmer atmosphere at home. Helpful for family harmony, communication, and shared living. Used to invite patience, understanding, and mutual respect. Peace, patience, and understanding grow within my home. Place in a common area or family intention space. Used before conversation aimed at restoring harmony. Read the affirmation while visualizing a calmer home environment. Physical energy. Support motivation, movement, and a stronger sense of drive. Helpful for active days, physical tasks, and sustained effort. Use when you want to feel more awake, capable, and engaged. My body is energized, capable, and ready for purposeful action. Use before exercises, chores, or demanding tasks. Place near workout gear, a planner, or a morning routine setup. Read the affirmation before physical activity or work. Spiritual strength. Support resilience, faith, and inner spiritual steadiness. Helpful during testing times, deep practice, or personal transformation. Used to reinforce connection with higher guidance and inner truth. Affirmation, spiritual strength rises within me and steadies my path. Use in prayer, meditation, or reflective spiritual work. Place on an altar or in a sacred space. Read the affirmation when you need courage and inner support. Escape danger. Set intention for safety, avoidance of harm, and timely guidance. Helpful for moments when you want extra care and alertness. Used to reinforce wise choices and secure passage. I am guided away from danger and towards safety and protection. Placed near travel items, keys, or your front door. Used with a brief intention for safety in a specific situation. Read the affirmation before leaving home or entering uncertainty. Control anger. Support self-control, cooling down, and constructive response. Helpful in conflict, frustration, or heated emotional moments. Use when you want to transform intensity into clarity and restraint. Affirmation, I meet strong emotions with calm wisdom and self-control. Used during reflection, after conflict, or before a hard conversation. Place in a journal or emotional reset space. Read the affirmation while breathing slowly and releasing heat. Avoid unwanted person. Support boundaries, distance, and freedom from intrusive influence. Helpful for detachment from draining or unwanted attention. Used to reinforce safety, space, and sovereignty. My boundaries are strong and unwanted influence moves away from me. Used with a clear intention for distance, peace, and protection. Placed near a cheat card during boundary setting work. Read the affirmation while visualizing your personal space becoming clear. Change of luck. Set intentions for a turning point, fresh fortune, and new momentum. Helpful when you want to shift out of a stagnant cycle. Used to invite openings, better timing, and a renewed hope. My luck changes for the better and new possibilities open for me. Used during a new moon, new week, or fresh start ritual. Placed with written goals for the next chapter. Read the affirmation while welcoming positive change. Good fortune. Support abundance, favorable openings, and fortunate circumstances. Helpful for prosperity, timing, and positive life flow. Used to align with blessings, opportunity, and gratitude. Good fortune flows into my life in supportive and aligned ways. Place in a prosperity setup or near financial goals. Used with gratitude, journaling, and success visualization. Read the affirmation while focusing on the good already present and the good arriving. Safe journey. Set intentions for smooth travel, safe passage, and calm movement. Helpful for local trips, long journeys, and transitions. Used to reinforce protection and ease while traveling. My journey is safe, smooth, and divinely guided. Placed near your luggage, car keys, or travel plans. Used before driving, flying, or visiting unfamiliar places. Read the affirmation as part of a travel ritual before departure. Divorce or separation. Support clarity, release, and peace during difficult endings. Helpful for untangling unhealthy bonds and choosing a new path. Used to invite fairness, closure, and emotional steadiness in transition. I move through separation with clarity, dignity, and increasing peace. Used for intention setting around closure and healthy boundaries. Placed in a private space devoted to reflection and transition. Read the affirmation while focusing on peace, fairness, and healing. Boost intelligence. Support learning, insight, and sharper mental performance. Helpful for study, strategy, writing, and absorbing information. Used when you want clearer understanding and a better recall. My mind is bright, receptive, and increasingly intelligent. Place near study materials, books, or computer. Used during learning sessions or before test and focused work. Read the affirmation before studying, reading, or planning. Comfort sorrows. Support emotional comfort, softness, and the easing of grief. Helpful in times of sadness, loss, or heartache. Used to invite gentleness, healing, and compassionate self-support. I am held in comfort, and peace slowly returns to my heart. Used during quiet reflection, journaling, or prayer. Placed near your bed or in a healing space. Read the affirmation with patience and self-kindness. Win a lawsuit. Support intentions for fairness, justice, and a favorable legal outcome. Helpful for strengthening focus, steadiness, and confidence in legal matters. Used to align with truth, preparation, and right resolution. Truth, fairness, and just resolution are working in my favor. Use alongside practical preparation and appropriate legal guidance. Place with a brief written intention for a fair outcome. Read the affirmation before meetings, paperwork, or court-related steps. To help a child, set intentions for protection, guidance, and support for a child. Helpful for a child's well-being, confidence, and gentle encouragement. Used to focus loving care, stability, and blessing. This child is protected, supported, and surrounded by loving guidance. Place with the child's name or photo and a loving intention set up. Used during prayer, blessing, or calm reflection. Read the affirmation while focusing on the support, safety, and encouragement. So that's this document, which you can get in the Life Manifestation School community. This guide is intended as a practical reference for intention setting and manifestation work for filters that touch on areas like health, legal matters, or relationships. The wording is framed as supportive intention and personal reflection rather than as a guarantee. Possible ways to use the pages throughout this guide include working with a cheat card, adding them to a vision board, placing them with written intentions, using them during meditation, or reading the affirmation aloud as part of your daily practice. If you have any questions, you can email me at lifemanifestations22@gmail.com. You can text me. The number is in here. And you can go to join the Life Manifestation School community. You can get this PDF in the Life Manifestation School community, or whenever you get the AOD 48 at stand.store/Life Manifestations, this guide is included with it. So that is what I have. Thank you.